Peace, love, and harmony. I am infinite elevation. Consciously keeping high vibrational love frequencies alive on planet abundantly. Because we real G's know elevation is the way to grow exponential abundantly. Can you feel me? Now let's get into this. Now today, let's talk about why comparison is the greatest thief of joyfulness. And of course, I can only speak from my life experiences with this. And I can say to you that joyfulness is a natural state that I have about myself now. I am 90% joyful on any given day. And even when I was unawake and unaware, joyfulness used to, it is not used to, joyfulness was the thing that keep me somewhat vital in my unconscious states now. And I am guilty of comparing myself sometimes with others, but that wasn't a big deal for me because I wasn't how to say, big on the body type kind of thing now, you know. I was what you call a voluptuous girl, meaning that I had a big butt, and you know, the booty thing was the thing, and you know, but I didn't need to compare myself to others because I was already shaped a certain way, you know, but I didn't like it in the sense that, you know, it drew a lot of attention to me. And, you know, I couldn't find clothes to fit me the way they fit me now after losing my weight and entering my weight goal now. And, but the biggest thing for me, comparing myself, was being in relationships and materialism. You know, I used to look at movies and other people's relationships and watch from the external and wanted that for myself now, you know. And I thought to myself that if I gave myself the relationship that others had, then I would fit in just like everyone else, you know. But all that did was create more chaos for my life because the catalyst, then I would have covered their toxic patterns by lying and saying how they were good to me when they would treat me like shit on the loner, you know. And sometimes I would have do stuff for myself and then give the catalyst then the praise for it, you know, knowing very well that it came from me now. So I used to put them on a pedestal and have them look good while I was taking care of them and me at the same time, and will meet others like myself, and say to them that it was the catalyst at the time doing it for me when it was really me, and comparing myself in relationships got me being hurt every time I was involved with a relationship that wasn't working for me. And this was something that I couldn't face myself, because every time I had gotten in a relationship, I would have given so much love to the individuals that I had relationship with, and not have that return effectively onto me, because I am the type of woman, when I get involved with someone, I stay with that person and try not to break the bond in the relationship, so I don't have to enter another relationship in. So in essence, I used to be really, 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 really scared of having to move on from relationships that didn't serve me. Hi, Veron, Grand Rising, beautiful. I welcome you today on my channel. We open to chat, right? I love you. And I used to give myself wholeheartedly, because I didn't want to move on from the relationship now. Within myself, that was like a devastating thing for me, to have to be in one relationship, end the relationship, and then get involved with somebody. Now I am celibate for 3 years now, and comfortable with being alone, even though I know my partner, and it feels really, really good to not compare myself to other relationships that I was viewing externally, because you see, sometimes we look into other people's lives and really don't know what's going on with them, but because it looks so perfect on the outside, and that's another thing, perfection. It looks so perfect on the outside that you want that for yourself. And nothing wrong with wanting a relationship that is beautiful, that is loving, that is steady, that is balanced, but sometimes what others are portraying for you to compare yourself with puts you in a state of harming yourself, or going out of your way, or people pleasing, so that your relationship looks a certain way now. It looks like if it's well balanced, and it's not, you know. And I compared the relationships that I had in the past with relationships that I don't even know was good or not, but it seemed good on the outside. So I had to make my own, which was traumatic, look good now. And that stirred up, welled up a lot of emotions towards myself, because here I was having a man, or people who I had relationships, look good on the outside, but on the inside of myself, I had to pretend to be in a relationship with someone while doing everything for myself now, and making having that person look good on the external now. And this was something that I had to face in my life and overcome, not comparing myself to anything external of myself. Another thing was materialism. I am the type of woman, when I was out in the matrix back then, that I was working amongst doctors, and some of my patients as an anesthetic technicians were lawyers, were business owners, you know, managers and stuff. So, when they came into the theater, and especially with phones, I would see the new phone that they have and want the same phone that they have, even though I had a phone purchased a year ago, and would have gotten that because I would have tried to fit in the status quo of having that now. I wasn't the type of woman to chase after clothes and shoes and handbags and stuff, but the material aspects of my life were more towards having the best technology, having the best furnitures, appliances for my home, and that, my friend, got me paying bills year in, year out, because I never used to purchase them with cash. I used to take it higher purchase, and I was continuously living a lifestyle that had me spending and using my energy to get all these things that I could not even enjoy, because now that I have simplified my life and I look back, I say to myself now, wow, if it just live a life simple and content and save your money to get what you had to get, you would have to spend the amount that is 10 times the price of the item than to save the money and then spend it down the road to get this very said item at the price it is, than to spend 3 times of what it was, what it actually worth now. And that comparing myself to having the best in my home, and nothing wrong with having the best. It is the route that I took at that time, just when I have family and friends over, just for them to say, hey, you got the best of everything, And now that I have simplified my life, and realized that simplicity is the best thing for my life, I don't really care about having a whole lot of lavish things in my home, because at the end of the day, it really don't mean anything, And these are the things that I was comparing myself to, that I had to learn lessons from and let go of, and live in my joyful states now. Now, I tell you about my joyful states. It's a natural state. I want to go out and enjoy myself anywhere, and I never compared myself to anyone while enjoying myself in any space in time. I'm also very different in a lot of ways from comparing myself with others too. I don't dress the same like others. I don't when I go out, I don't stay still. When I mean still, I love to dance, I love movement, and I love being different. So I was living in two worlds at the same time, one draining my energy and one reviving it, reviving it and reviving my energy at the same time. But in living in two worlds, I kill me, grand rising beautiful. In living in two worlds, cause me to be always tired now, you know, and not to enjoy my life in the way that I truly wanted to enjoy my life now, you know. And I had to choose which world that was best for my life. And when I set out to let go of comparing myself to others and their lifestyles or the illusions that were thrown at me, and stepped into my joyfulness, because comparing myself used to take parts of my joyfulness and not have the space to enjoy me, you know. And when I chose to live in my joyfulness now, there was a point in my life where joy didn't seem like it wanted to appear anymore, because when I chose to live a lifestyle away from comparing myself to the external world, or living in the matrix and having things and relationships like everyone else, yes. You see how we resonate, Kiyomi? And it took a plummet in my life, because I was now not living in that state of comparing myself and having things and, you know, being in the spotlight and status quo and all of that. And really listening to myself and saying, well, is these things really worth it? My joyfulness fell into a plummet. When I mean it plummeted because now I had to face the reality I was living in. Now I had to face myself to see how comparing myself got me into the doo-doo I was in. And I can tell you, to be in this state of joyfulness again, now living in a different state that is simple, oh baby, it's the best thing that ever happened to me, because I get to be truly who I am uniquely, you know. Even though I was living that way, and sometimes I choose comparing over my joyfulness sometimes. Kiyomi, I'm going to read your question out loud. I'm going to ask my friends to join too, because this some good advice. Thank you, Kiyomi. The more we share, the more we grow, baby? Yes. So I used to do those things, and you know, when I plummeted, my joyfulness plummeted with me too, because now I was taking a different path for my life, and you know, seeing how simplicity was working for my life, you know, it gave me the space to be me, you know. I always had this joyfulness about myself, and I always loved being indifferent, but living in a and living in two states wasn't serving me at the same, wasn't serving my life, you know. It just kept me draining my energy on one side and not having enough to enjoy the other side. And when I realized to myself that I was unique and different, even living in both states now, you know, I'll give you an example. There was this one time where I was working in the hospital, and they had a Christmas party, and the chairman had asked all of the 200 and something staff members to wear white to the party. Now, if you know me, you know that I am different in ways now, that when it comes to my personal space, I don't like to be controlled. And when he set out the memo for us to wear white, I was like, shucks, I gotta get something white because I'm a woman. I love white, but I don't have a lot of white stuff to wear out. And I say to myself, I have to purchase something white. I have to get the shoes that look white, and plus I have to get accessories that is white. Why I have to do that? You know, I spend money to just come and have some fun and eat some good food and go home. And nevertheless, I was going with it until I started to buy clothes to go to this Christmas party. And of course, I went looking for white. But while I was shopping, I saw something that was resonating with me. It was this beautiful black top with a gold pants, and of course I had all the accessories. I had the shoes, I had the handbag and all of that home here. And I was saying to myself in the store, you know, I'm going to put out a lot of money if I'm going to spend on white, and I may not even wear it again, because when you wear white, you have to be very conservative. That's nothing to me, as long as you hear it clear me, you know. My love is for those who are here with me in this present moment, and there will be others that will find this, and this is the purpose of me showing up every day to empower beautiful souls like you in every way. So when I ended up purchasing the black top and the gold pants, because I was like, ain't nobody, I had time with nobody and this white thing. And when I step out into the people Christmas party, the whole place was in white, and there was Emma in black and gold, with black and gold accessories, doing my thing, and everybody was watching me like, but you didn't get a memo? It's a white party. And I was like, hell no. And the look that I got from my employees and employers' white face was like, how dare you come here in whatever you choose to wear. It was either they accepted me as I am, or I leave and find some other way to have a good time in my black and gold. And that is when I started to realize to myself, you know, what makes me happy matters to me the most now, you know. And that is what keeps me vital, keeps me alive, keeps me, you know, feeling the vibes in myself now, you know. And that made me start to turn a different page from comparing myself to others who can be controlled, or who can be subjected to giving away the truth of themselves now. And it is for this I stopped comparing myself with others, because I realized back then it caused me a lot of pain, it caused me a lot of expenses, it caused caused me a lot of things that really made my life miserable. Yeah, yes, Kiyomi. They made me make my life miserable when all I had to do was do me. And now that I am living my life on my own terms and eating how I want to eat, wearing what I want to wear. This I have one here is a vest and a skirt that I put up so it could give me contour in my silhouette, and it looks to me like a two-color dress, but here I am sitting down in it and comfortable in it and loving it, and it is my own creation, and these are the things that is bring joy to my life. When I do things that are beautiful, that makes me happy in my life, I'll give you another example. I am plant-based, and as I say, I don't have any problem with anybody eating meat once it's organic, once it's not pumped with preserves and antibiotics and all these different things that they put in it. Once it's organic, go ahead, you eat your meat. But I'm plant-based, and I watch meat recipes. I take meat recipes and recreate them plant-based. And some of the ingredients that they put in their meat recipes, I put in the things that I have in plant-based, and sometimes some are excluded. But it gives me the creation to create what is best for me, what I want to eat. How I choose to exercise, Some people say, oh, you got to go, you got to go, you got to go, you got to, like a drill sergeant. And I lost all my weight in 3 years. It took me 3 years where somebody else would lose their weight, probably by taking pills or on steroids or do something to lose it in 6 months or a year. I took my time and I lost my weight. Over 3 years, I dropped 100 and something pounds, and feel good doing it, because now I got to be out in nature in the early parts of the day, breathing the good ass prana in every way, listen to the birds singing and the human beings moving, and enjoying movement in every way for myself now, and this is what stop comparing myself to others made me fulfilled in every way now, giving me the appreciation to live in a way that is different from everyone else, and now being able to express the gratitude that I have within myself for all that is innately created uniquely for myself now, and not having to compare myself with things, people and situations, not having to do what everybody else do when they get in an argument, whether it be fighting, quarreling, or seeking revenge onto each other, and living all these beautiful virtues that I have within myself and giving it to myself in every way, and because I am living holistically who I am, I see beautiful reflections of myself and the truth of who I am, like you, me here, and Edward, beautiful, beautiful souls, living our life on their own terms. And this is why the illusional world control us, We go against the grain. We go against everything that is not serving us. that is stealing our energy, that is making us traumatic, that is causing us to feel less worthy of who we are now, And the minute I decide, hey, I am worthy of the truth of who I am, and I wear it boldly, and opinions of others doesn't matter to me, because giving myself who I am within myself, that is the only thing that has made me happy, and I have the choice every day to choose to live happiness unto myself in every way. And it's the same for you guys out there. You understand? Don't do things because somebody else wants you to do it, or your parents want you to be a certain way. You understand? You know the beauty you are within. You know the passions you hold within that makes you feel joyful within. I love to sit and draw mandalas. I love gardening. I love nature walks. I love cooking. I love interior decorating. I love a whole lot of things. But because I was comparing myself and living in a conveyor belt, that comparison stole from my life. I wasn't able to enjoy these things or these beautiful aspects of my life and give my life meaning to myself now, and it is because of this I stopped comparing myself to a world that didn't do anything, didn't even show me the greatness of myself and who I can become in every given present moment while living joyful in gratitude with myself, and by extension out into the universe and to the earth. That is really fulfilling my life in a real great way, because the minute I get to realize that grounding was the most beautiful thing to have and absorb myself in every way. Oh gosh, I can't tell you how good I start to feel within, how good my avatar start to feel, how life was showing me, hey, just be real with yourself and see how life unfolds itself. Well, the moment I got into manifestations and how to live and how to receive from the universe, because of loving myself and giving myself all this beauty that is embedded or encoded within me, manifestations start to come through doors effortlessly for my life, because I was no longer comparing myself and living somebody else's life, as living a life that was intuitively guided onto me, and the quotes that are given to me every day as how to channel my love frequency and my energy to myself now. And it has become the most beautiful thing in my life, that now outside myself, there's no one outside myself can tell me, well, do this or do that, or get this or get that, or stoop to a relationship to have somebody on a pedestal now. I live my truth unapologetically, and because I have been living like this for the past 3 years. Now I'm on journey 5 years, but the first 2 years was kind of rugged, and the third year was in between, and the fourth year is where I started to really see to reap the rewards of living organically, solely onto what my soul wanted to live in this avatar, you know. And now I can say, oh, baby, I will not have it any other way than to give myself what is beautiful, what is joyful, what brings happiness to my life, regardless of why anybody think, how they feel. It doesn't matter to me, you know. And living myself authentically, beautiful in reality. So I say to you today, you beautiful souls, you know yourself, you know what you like to do, you know, you love to be creative all the time. You love to do things different all the time. You love your uniqueness, and you always choose that over comparing yourself and having comparison to joy all the time. And it is for this that life will continuously reflect the true beauty you are within all the time. Because I can tell you, I can truly tell you, and yes, I'm going to talk about my partner again because, oh gosh, he's the most beautiful thing, the most beautiful being on the planet. Exceptional, flaws and all. He's just open and authentic with himself. So, and continuously reminds me of who I am unapologetically. And it is because of not comparing myself to anybody and living my truth in every present moment, honoring my divinity and the love I have within myself, now being projected back onto me. And the nice thing about that is that when I meet reflections of myself, they don't judge me for the beauty that I behold within myself, my light and dark states. It is accepted for who I am because I'm always authentic in duality. So I say to you today, beautiful souls, forget everybody, you know, and live your truth, your love, your passions, the way you do things differently, the way you co-create, the way you co-create or create that is unique and outside of the box from everybody. Live those things or those states onto yourself intuitively and see how happiness is an internal state that only you and you alone can give to yourself, beautiful unto yourself because you choose yourself. I hope this has helped so much of you beautiful souls today to live and love in the way you choose to love in higher vibrational frequencies for yourself unapologetically and have those states which shows up as reflection of yourself in reality. I am infinite elevation. Yeah! Consciously keeping high vibrational love frequencies alive on the planet abundantly. Because we real G's, yes, we real G's know elevation is the way to grow exponentially, abundantly. Can you feel me? To have a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, magical, wonderful, amazing, freaking day. That you are worthy of yourself and beautiful unto yourself in every way, showing up as blessings, breakthroughs, and miracles for your life in every way. In the joyfulness that you give to yourself, because you stop comparing yourself to people, places, situations in every way. And now living the abundance that is overflowing in your heart in every way. So the universe is attracted to the energy you put out for your life in every way. Opening doors that are magnificent and that serves your life and keeps your joyful states alive in every way. I love all of you. High vibrational. Woohoo! 5D New Earth Stars. Have a beautiful day now. Until the new day. I love you in every way. Bye.